the amount of water vapor decreases. इसलिए इक्वेटर में there is everyday rainfall. Why? Because the climate is same throughout the year. उसमें there is no seasons. If you go to Kerala, if you go to Tamil Nadu, you won't find so much difference in the season as you will see in Delhi or northern part of India. क्योंकि अंडमान निकोबार में जाओगे तो और similar kind of a season. Why? Because you are going nearer to the equator. So why nearer to the equator? Because water vapor is present. Water vapor की वजह से there is high heat and humidity throughout the year. उसके वजह से there is the same kind of a temperature throughout the year. There is same kind of a season throughout the year. Hot and humid season. Such an area which has same kind of a season throughout the year is known as an equatorial type of a climate. So the latitudes, water vapor content decreases as you move away from equator towards the poles. That means at the equator, maximum amount of water vapors, tropical kind. And if you are moving away from equator towards the poles, the amount of water vapor decreases. As we move away from the equatorial regions to the polar regions, the amount of water vapor will keep on decreasing. What is the importance of water vapor? As I told you, what is the importance of water vapor? First, it acts like a greenhouse gas. When we say greenhouse gas means it is transparent to incoming short wave solar radiation and it is opaque to outgoing long wave terrestrial radiations. Acts like a greenhouse gas. It acts like a greenhouse gas. Therefore, when it is acting like a greenhouse gas means therefore it helps in heating. It helps in heating the surface of the earth. और सबसे ज्यादा कहाँ है वाटर वेपर? 90% ऑफ वाटर वेपर इज प्रेजेंट बिलो 5 kilometers surface of the earth and therefore and lower atmosphere. And lower atmosphere. And second importance is responsible. Who is responsible? Water vapor. It is responsible for different kinds of condensation and precipitation. Means it will determine whether there is a cloud formation, whether there is a fog formation, etc. And it is also responsible whether there will be rainfall, snowfall, etc. So it is responsible for different kinds of condensation and precipitation. Water vapor acts like a greenhouse gas. It helps in heating the surface of the earth and lower atmosphere, and it is responsible for different kinds of condensation and precipitation. The third important composition of atmosphere is particulate matter. Particulate matter. Now what are these particulate matters, or we can say dust particles in the atmosphere? Or dust particles in the atmosphere. Now this includes smoke. What does this include? This includes smoke, ash, pollen grains, salts, different kind of salts, meteoritic dust, etc. That is natural also, and some of the man-made also. When truck passes, it gives out large amount of black. You can smoke, it goes out in the atmosphere. Chimneys, fly ash in the coal factories, which is harmful to us. This fly ash comes out, and all these dust particles, the jitna zyada dust particles hai, it is harmful to us. But dust particles are always present in the atmosphere. Or some small a very fine amount of dust जो हमने geomorphology में की, lowest, it is carried out for long distance. So these are the different kind of very small microscopic, hygroscopic particles, very fine minute particles are dust particles or particulate matter, and it can include pollen grains, it can include smoke, it can include ash. जितना ज़्यादा dust particle उतना ज़्यादा is the problems of us. Now the industrial pollution, it has increased the dust particles. For example, fly ash from the coal factories, or you can say carbon monoxide from the factories, carbon monoxide from carbon dioxide, or we can say different kind of a soot or smoke from the factories. Even the car exhaust, smoke because of the car emissions, vehicular emissions, we are increasing even the particulate matter. What is the importance of this particulate matter? Artificial rain क्या होती है? We are spraying salt particles, we are spraying silver iodide inside in the upper atmosphere. So if these dust particles are present in the upper atmosphere, so water vapor, when it goes up and it cools down, water after cooling becomes ice or snow. Water after evaporation makes into water vapor. So water vapor, when it goes up, it cools at this rate, and around this dust particles it forms small it cools down along this dust particles, or it gets attached to this dust particles. Numerous droplets of water vapor come together to form a small cloud. Millions of cloud come together to form large cloud, and this large cloud then gives rainfall. So what is the importance of this particulate matter or dust particles? They act as hygroscopic nuclei. Hygroscopic nuclei around which water vapor cools and condenses to form clouds. around which hydroscopic form clouds. What is artificial rainfall? हम artificial rainfall में क्या करते हैं? ऊपर जाके we do not put water, we spray silver iodide or salt particles so that they act as hydroscopic nuclei, and hence जितना भी surrounding इसमें water vapor है, it gets attracted to this silver iodide particles, results into cloud formation, and then we get rainfall. So in artificial rainfall, silver iodide or salt particles are sprayed, which act as hygroscopic nuclei. Around which there is a formation of clouds. Around which there is a formation of an clouds. So this is the composition of the atmosphere. That is, the atmosphere is made up of. We have done the composition, height of the atmosphere, and we have also done the composition of different gases. Now for the exam point of view, for both preliminary and the main examination, if the question comes, what is the structure of the atmosphere, what is the composition of an atmosphere, you should mention these three. That is, the atmosphere is made up of gases, water vapor, dust particles. In the gases, know the composition of top three gases. It should come to your mind: nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, argon 0.93%, carbon dioxide 0.03%, then helium, neon, krypton, etc. So if you are writing in some of the facts, at least the top four gases, don't know. If you don't know the composition of or the percentage of the remaining gases other than the top four, it's fine, but know the top four gases by heart and underline it while writing the mains examination. And obviously in the preliminary examination they may ask you to arrange the gases in ascending or descending order, or they may ask you give a simple statement like that, like nitrogen or oxygen consists of 99%, whether this statement is true or false, or the argon is less than 1% or more than 1%, the statement is true or false, or the composition of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is 4%, whether the statement is true or false. False, it is 0.03%. Okay, so our next topic will be the structure of the atmosphere. Okay, so till that time, thank you. You keep on revising the lecture.